Hi everyone, welcome back to Amazemath. Thank you for clicking on this video. Please stick around till the end. I know you love the video. And disclaimer, please ignore any background noise. And today's topic will be changing the subject of a formula. Stick around and I'm pretty sure you're going to learn something new today. Please consider subscribing if you haven't. Join the family, join the Amazers family. It's a nice family. And you can comment and also share with everyone. I'm confident you're going to enjoy the lesson and you're going to learn something new today, so stick around. And we're going to change the subject of the formula. Number one, you have m equals to 6b minus 11. We're going to make b the subject of the formula. So here we apply the rules you've learned when solving equation. I have a video on solving equation. You can check it out. So we're going to make b the subject of the formula. So meaning we get rid of anything attached to the b. We're going to start with the 11 and do the opposite of negative 11 on both sides. So plus 11 on both sides. So here we're left with m plus 11 equals to 6b. The aim is to make b standalone, but it is now attached to 6. So the opposite of times 6 will be division. So divide both sides by 6. And therefore you can start with this one. So b equals to 6 divided by 6 is 1, so you're left with b on that side. And this side you're left with m plus 11 all over 6. So that's the answer. So b equals to that. You've made b the subject of the formula. Number 2, y equals to 8x minus 31. We make x the subject of the formula. So we start by getting rid of any number attached to the 8x. We have minus 31. Opposite of minus is addition, so we do plus 31 on both sides. So this side you're left with y plus 31 equals to 8x. The opposite of times will be divide by 8 on both sides. Once again you're left with x because 8 divided by 8 is 1. On this side we have y plus 31 all over 8, and that's the answer. Number 3, q equals to v squared plus 5. Make v the subject. So we start by getting rid of the number attached to v, which is plus 5. So opposite of plus 5 is minus 5 on both sides. So q minus 5 equals to v squared. That's the first step. Now how do we get rid of the squared? We do the opposite of squared is square root. So we do square root on both sides. So square root of this, so for example, you have a number like 5 squared. 5 squared, we know it's 25. Now, if it's 5 squared and you're doing the square root of 5 squared, you just end up with 5. So meaning this squared will be cancelled by the square root sign. You get 5 because here the square root of 25 is 5. So basically here we're left with v equals to square root of q minus 5, and you can rearrange. You start with the v equals to square root of q minus 5. Okay, number 4, s squared equals to t squared plus 2mn. Make m the subject of the formula. So get rid of the t squared first of all before we get to m and 2. So minus t squared on both sides, because here it's positive t squared. So here we have s squared minus t squared equals to 2mn. To get rid of 2 and n, you divide both sides by 2n, and here 2n. Now you're left with, so 2 divided by 2 is 1, n divided by n is 1. We're left with m s squared minus t squared over 2n. Therefore, m equals to, when you rewrite it again, s squared minus t squared over 2n. If you're loving the video, you can just leave a like there and maybe comment. Okay, we continue. Number 5, y equals to 2 over 5x minus 12. We want to make x the subject of the formula. So we get rid of the 12, so we do plus 12 on both sides plus 12. So y plus 12, my bad, equals to 2 over 5x. Now we need to get rid of the 2 over 5. We can start with the 5. So we do, this is divide by 5. So we do times 5 on both sides. Now we need to do both times 5. So you just put a bracket and 5 outside. Okay, when you open the bracket here, you'll get 5y. So 5 times y is 5y. 5 times 12 is 60. We have a video on expansion. You can check it out. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So here we're left with 2x. The next step is to get rid of the 2. We do opposite of times is division. So divide by 2 on both sides. And you're left with 2 divided by 2 is 1. You're left with x equals to 5y plus 60 all over 2. Alright, so far so good. Number 6, p equals to t cubed minus 5. We want to make t the subject. Start by getting rid of the 5. So we do plus 5 on both sides. P plus 5 equals to t cubed. What's the opposite of cube? The opposite of cube is cube root. And you put a small 3 there. So cube root with a small 3. So this cube root sign will cancel with the cube. And here we'll be left with t. So t equals to cube root sign of p plus 5. Number 7, y equals to 2x plus 3 all over 4. Make x the subject. So we can start by getting rid of the 4. So we do, let me write it again. So y equals to 2x plus 3 all over 4. Get rid of the 4. So times 4 on both sides, because here it's a division. Here we're left with 4y equals to 2x plus 3. 4 divided by 4 is 1. The next step is to get rid of the 3. So do minus 3 on both sides. 4y minus 3 equals to 2x. 2 times x, opposite of times is division. So divide by 2 on both sides. And you're left with x equals to 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4y minus 3 all over 2. So you just need to remember, when changing the subject, you have to balance it. So whatever you do on this side, you have to do the same thing on this side. So here we did times 4. We need to do times 4. We did minus 3. We need to do minus 3 on either side of the equal sign. It needs to balance, or it needs to be equal. Okay, number 8, b equals to 4 plus p all over m. You have to make m the subject. So b equals to 4 plus p all over m. So let's start with the m, because there's a fraction. It's good you have like a linear equation without any fraction. Opposite of dividing by m is times m on both sides. M times b is bm equals to 4 plus p, because here m will cancel with that. Now the next step is to get rid of the b, because you have to make m the subject. Divide by b on both sides and you're left with m equals to 4 plus p all over b. Number 9, a equals to square root of b plus 2 all over 5. We need to make b the subject. So a equals to square root of b plus 2 all over 5. Before we get to b, we need to get rid of this square root sign. Opposite of square root sign will be squared. So a squared equals to b plus 2 all over 5. Get rid of the 5 by doing times 5 on both sides. Times 5. So 5a squared equals to b plus 2. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Get rid of the 2 minus 2 on both sides. 5a squared minus 2 equals to b. And that's your answer. B equals to 5a squared minus 2. Last but not least, we have number 10. D equals to square root of 3h over 2. Make h the subject. So d equals to square root 3h over 2. Opposite of square root is squared. So d squared equals to 3h over 2. Get rid of the 2 times 2 on both sides. So 2d squared equals to 3h. get rid of the 3 by dividing by 3 on both sides. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, and therefore you're left with h equals to 2d squared over 3. And that marks the end of our beautiful lesson today. I hope you've learned one or a few things from this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.